Now, Football Fever with Ed Kongerski. Sponsored by Steamsma Lawn and Power Equipment, your Generac generator dealer.
Week 9 of the high school football season. What a long, strange trip it's been. Running the table in the SMAC West is no easy task. Last year, 5 of the 8 programs were playoff teams. So what Portage Central had a chance to do tonight was beyond impressive. The Mustangs at home trying to complete their first perfect regular season since 1993. What do Mustangs like to do? They like to run wild. First drive, that is Gerard Davis getting free and roaming. 52 yards for the touchdown, 6-0 PC on top, just like that. The Portage Central defense pinning its ears back. Matt Capasso starts the demolition project, and Josh Alvarez there to clean it up and finish it off. Next drive, Jacob Allen follows a massive surge by the big fellas up front, and he too is off to the races. That's a 53-yard scamper, 2-point conversion, and PC on top by a score of 14-0. Early second quarter, quarterback Ryan Mergener to a wide-open Hunter Lassiter. He takes it between the pine trees for the score, 61-14. Portage Central completing a 9-0 regular season. And now the game we call the Holy War. Hackett Catholic taking on Kalamazoo Christian. You know, it's Halloween week, but Irish fans are all ready for Christmas. Second quarter, Hackett on the move. Corey Burgick takes the pitch from quarterback Ben Crockett. He turns the corner, eludes a defender right there, and goes in for the touchdown. Irish led this one 7-6 at the break, a tight, low-scoring affair. Fourth quarter, 9-7 Christian. Hackett, 4th and 10. Trick play here. Crockett to Evan Wenzel to Jacob Boudet for the first down. They move the chains and keep it alive. Then 55 seconds to play. Crockett coming at you in the corner of the end zone. Wenzel makes the catch. Trust me, the pigskin's in there. And Hackett wins this one dramatically, 15-9, the final score. All right, Penfield hoping for a piece of the KVA title. Constantine trying to sneak into the playoffs. This one at Sweetland Stadium, opening possession. The Panthers' Nick Burnett fools our cameraman, whose name shall go unannounced. And he goes all the way, 73 yards to the paint. The 5'4" senior makes it 7-0 Penfield. Second quarter now, Constantine going forward on 4th down and short, but Spencer Teft is swarmed by the Penfield defense, and that was the theme all night long. Panthers go on to win 28-3. They share the KVA with Schoolcraft and Olivet. The SAC North title decided tonight in Gobles. The Tigers taking on Saugatuck. Pick it up in the first quarter. Pick it up on the very first play from scrimmage. Running back Alex Segovia takes the handoff and texts that man because he is gone. 67 yards, 6-0 Indians going on top. Still in the first quarter, Polish power. Joey Koszelski takes it and takes off. 45-yard gallop up the middle, 13-0 Saugatuck going on top. And we're still in the first quarter. Koszelski once again, this time from 6 yards away. All Saugatuck all night long. The Indians win it. Final score 58-13. Well, the Wolverine Conference doesn't hold a championship game, but if it did, this would be it. East champ Paw Paw facing West winner Edwardsburg. And remember, the Redskins playing without injured quarterback Jay Dow. And this one turned out to be our game of the night. A wild, wild game here. Going to pick it up in the second quarter. Kyle Williams for the Redskins follows his blockers and gets in for a 4-yard touch. 2-point conversion tied the game at 28. This is Edwardsburg with an answer. Dustin Vyers takes the handoff. He's picking him up and laying him down, and 65 yards. Goes for the touchdown, 34-28. The Eddies leapfrog on top. We're still in the second quarter. Paw Paw marching right back down the field. Williams again, one of his 5 scores on the night, 34-34 at the break. Third quarter, Jack Bywaters scoring it for Edwardsburg, and the Eddies go on to win a shootout, 56-48. They run the table. Paw Paw finishes 8-1. Heading to St. Joe County, Three Rivers needing a win over Vicksburg to reach the playoffs for the second straight year. Third quarter, Bulldogs on the doorstep. Nick Wallace kicking it outside and then dives in for the six-pointer. Vicksburg would then return an interception for a touchdown. They would lead this game 21-10, but it started to get interesting. Three Rivers gets one of those scores back. Bailey Maholer Wartinger, the kids call him BMW. Virtually untouched for the score, 21-17. Still a 4-point game, under a minute to go. Alex Cottingham for Three Rivers, picked off by Liam Ward to clinch the win for the Bulldogs. They take it by a score of 21-17. We've got a battle of ranked teams to decide the SAC South Championship. Lawton at the Packer Sports Complex taking on Watervliet. Fourth quarter, Panthers really rising to the occasion here. Mark Danger with a 1-yard plunge. They led it 40-20. Later in the fourth, driving again. The ball's going to squirt free, but it stays in bounds. Watervliet recovers. That drive would continue on, and they would cash in. It's going to be Brandon Turner coming up with the keeper. And here he is. Brandon, please get in there. Lunging for the goal line and scoring. 54-20 your final. The Panthers complete a perfect regular season with that win. And finally, an 8-man shootout in Lawrence between the Tigers and undefeated Battle Creek St. Philip. This is the first play of the night. St. Philip averaging about 56 points a game. Alex Doyle is going to break it off. A long run down inside the 1-yard line sets up a score, the first score of the night. The home Tigers would respond. It's Connor Murney back to throw. Finds Marco Tooley with a touchdown. Tied it up at 6 apiece. This one going back and forth and back and forth. That's kind of what 8-man football is like, folks. It is wide open, and this is Doyle to Hunter Haley for the touchdown. St. Phil the early lead, but the Tigers from Lawrence come back and get the win, 54-50. Both those teams heading off to the postseason with 8-1 records, and there you go, some hot dogs and hamburgers too.
Yeah, and they deserve it.
Sounds good. I'm hungry.
Like that.
All right, a final check on your weekend forecast when we come right back.